Trigger warning. This video contains mentions of suicide and mental illness. The intent of this content is not to offend, but inform, uplift, and disprove the linear misnomer of growth. Viewer discretion is encouraged and advised.
And I am so tired. From the depths of my soul, I am so tired. And I just want it to be over. And I wanted to film this because I pray I can look back on this and I can think of how far the Lord, see how far the Lord has brought me. But I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over. I wish I could go somewhere, like take a train, but it's not wise with my finances. Not that I'm like dirt poor, but it's not a wise decision to just run away. It really hurts. It hurts so much. I hope my future self looks back on this and she worships the Lord for how far He has brought us.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Deanna East, and in this video I'm going to share with you the 3 things I wish I knew about growth, because growth is not what I thought it would be. The number 1 thing about growth that I didn't know is that it will be met with resistance. Now, oftentimes when you hear people say something will be met with resistance, well, actually, I'm going to take that back. People don't often say things are going to be met with resistance. They say things are painful, but it is painful because it is met with resistance, and it makes sense. When God has a plan for your life and He really has His hand set on your life, when the anointing on your life is so strong and rich, the enemy is not just going to sit back and let you walk into everything he has. He's not going to just sit back and watch you be victorious. He's going to try at every waking moment to destroy your progress. And this is what it was, and this is what it has been, and this is what it currently is. Every time I make progress or move forward in my life, there's always been something pushing me back. Every time I feel as though I'm making strides, there's always something pushing me back, or I feel like I'm regressing. One day I'm on fire, next day I can't get out of bed. One day I'm going hard and doing what I need to do, and the next day I can't do anything because I'm so crippled by all the thoughts that the enemy plants, like, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I'm stupid, I'm not capable, not realizing that I am capable of this, and if I can imagine it, if I can conceive it, then I can do it, which sounds cliche, but it's not, because God wouldn't start something or within the inside of me just to see me not finish it. And as I said before, I was in a lot of pain. My mom was sick. I'm dealing with cancer, friendship breakup. I mean, it felt like literally everything was against me. Yet and still, I decided to push. A lot of it was out of obedience of God telling me to keep going. And that is also the main thing. Just because you don't feel like going doesn't mean you stop. Most of the times when you listen or when you keep going, you're obeying the Lord and what He's telling you. So if He's telling you to keep going, you keep going, because God will never tell you to go backwards. He's going to tell you to go forward. And every time you work towards your goal, whether you see noticeable change or not, you are excelling. The number 2 thing I wish I knew about growth is that people will become jealous of you. And this type of jealousy is not the simple little side commentary. This is true backstabbery type of jealousy. And I say it because when you're truly growing, people will become uncomfortable with that because they will project that on to you because they feel like they're not growing at a rate that they should be. They will project that and internalize your growth as their downfall, not realizing that if you grow, they can grow with you. And your growth then becomes a stumbling block to them when it should be motivation and inspiration. And I'm not saying that because people will become jealous of you, you need to not grow, because that's foolish. But because of this jealousy, you're going to lose a lot of people. Now, you can say lose or gain depending on how you view it, but it is truly a gain when you lose someone who is not serving you, because if my growth causes you to become uncomfortable, it causes you to feel hatred or speak down to me or just speak negatively over my life just because you're insecure about your progress, then I don't need that. Then I gained peace, because having someone in your life that is going to constantly speak against your growth or do things to inhibit your growth, which is what I'm currently experiencing. I am truly seeing what it is for someone to not be able to tolerate your growth so much that they will do things, hurt you, say mean things, lie, whatever it takes just to see you fall, because it is that deep. And this goes back to the resistance aspect. The enemy is not going to just let you grow in peace. He's not going to let you glow in peace. He has to have stumbling blocks in your path, because otherwise it works in God's favor, because true growth is not without opposition. And this jealousy is an endurance. You have to endure this. I'm not telling you something that I think is going to happen. I'm telling you something that will happen. You will lose people. People will give you the stink eye. And also it's because people like to see you at the level they think you should be on. Some people who you've been really close to, you're going to continue being, you're not going to continue being close with a lot of people, I should say, because they're fine with you on level A. But when you get to B, C, D, E, F, and G, they start to become nervous. They were okay with you at level A, but now, or level 1, but now you're going to level 9, 10, and because they may not be excelling, or even if they are, the thought that you're excelling infuriates them, because sometimes people ask the question, why you and not me? So I need for us to be mindful of that and know that when people become jealous of us, it isn't because something is wrong with us or we did something wrong, even if they make up a lie. It's because something is wrong with them and they're insecure, and not to internalize their insecurities. And we are better off without certain people in our lives, because in this new stage of growth and abundance, the last thing we need is someone to be a hindrance to our blessing and our peace. The last thing I wish I knew about growth is that the better version of you relies on your endurance. This is what growth comes down to. I once heard someone say that there is a version of you a year from now, 2 years from now, even a couple weeks from now that is depending on you taking certain steps. A lot of people love to say that God will do it for them. God can do anything and He can do all things, but God is not going to do this for us. There are certain human responsibilities that we must take, and if we want the success He'll give us the power, the favor, the grace, but we need to do the work, or else we're not going to be the better versions of ourselves. And this is what growth comes down to. It comes down to trusting God that He has equipped us with everything we need to go to the next level. And with that being said, I hope all of this blessed you. I'm still working through my growth journey, and I'll be sure to update you. And if there's anything that I can do to help you on your growth journey, please let me know, because I love you and I want to see you grow.